Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out with unbeaten heavyweight Nathan Gorman. We're here at the Weighin for the big show Saturday night, Manchester Arena. Just tell us, if you can, what it's like for a heavyweight approaching a weigh-in, because you don't have to worry about making weight or anything like that, but it's the first chance to really see your opponent, see what sort of shape he's in, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. You know, like you said, we don't have to make weight. There's no weight limit, but you got to come in at your fighting weight, which me and my team have a fighting weight. But like you said, it's good to see what your opponent is, because I know his weight previously in fights, so it gives me a good gander of where he's at, really. You know how hard he's been training and stuff, so it's good. And
you said you have your own fighting weight, like a target that you like to hit. You don't have to tell us what that is, but do you kind of monitor it every week, or in the lead up to the weigh-ins, you monitor it more?
Yeah, to be fair, you know, in the gym they monitor it every day. So if you put, you know, half a pound on, they know, and Ricky will give you a rollicking for it, you know, which not just me, to everyone in the gym, you know, heavyweight down to the lightweights, which is a good thing because it keeps you in check then, because then you can't go back home and put the wrong stuff in your mouth. You've got to be professional.
How hard do you find that side of the sport? Are you someone that likes kind of bad food, if you like? Have you got a sweet tooth? Or?
Yeah, of course, I'm a big lad, you know. I do like, I have got a sweet tooth, but in these 12 weeks, you know, you just got to knock out on the head. When I'm retired, listen, you can eat all the burgers as much as I want now, can't I?
How important is it for you that you kind of look like an in-shape heavyweight rather than just be fit to fight? Because I know there's that kind of crossover between the two, isn't there?
Yeah, cool. Don't get me wrong, I'm never going to be body beautiful, but it's each you know, weigh-in or each fight I try and, you know, get a little bit harder, try and get a little bit flatter. So each fight really I try and progress as much as I can.
Does that give you kind of added confidence? Is that one of those things where you kind of look in the mirror, you see you're quite ripped, you think, right, I've trained hard here, kind of reminds you how hard you've worked?
Yeah, 100%. You know, it's how can you put it? It's another box ticked, you know. You can accessate everything what you've been doing through camping, you can just tick the boxes, and that's one of them.
How much notice did you have for the change of opponent to Cojanu and also to be on this show, because you were previously on?
I had about a week's notice because I was due to fight Alex Lipai, but you know, he called me a load of names. Then 2 days after that, he pulled out, and then Daniel was due to fight Cojanu, and then he fell ill, which was a blessing in disguise. No disrespect, you know, I don't wish him any illness, but it was a blessing in disguise, and he was in this country, and I got offered the fight within a week's notice, you know, and I had a look at him. Don't get me wrong, completely two different styles to Lipai to Cojanu. Cojanu's 6'7", Lipai 6 foot. One's a short fighter, the other one's very rangy, you know, boxer. But when you got a coach like Rick, you know, he can get a game plan within half an hour, so it's pretty relatively easy. And I've had good sparring. I've had tall, short, thin, fat, so I've had all the sparring in the world for it.
How does it change your approach to the fight with the change of opponent? How will your own tactics have to change now?
Oh, different, you know. Obviously, with Lipai, it was very easily you come walking onto punches. You know, Cojanu's a bit different to that. He likes to settle into his own pace, so I've got to mix it up a bit more. I've got to be more of an aggressor, you know, make him work.
You've obviously done a lot of work with Tyson Fury, who, again, likes to work on the outside, likes to switch direction, a lot of lateral movement, long reach, obviously. That must be the best possible kind of sparring for someone like this.
Yeah, without a doubt, you know, Tyson's by far the best to none, you know what I mean? He's very good in the ring, you know, his boxing IQ is second to none. He's a very clever fighter, you know, switch hitter, very elusive, and he's very hard to hit. And plus, like you say, he's 6'9", this fella's 6'7", 6'8", so it works out well, to be fair.
It must give you a lot of confidence to kind of go in with someone like Tyson and some of the other top heavyweights you've sparred. I know you've been around. And kind of, it must give you a level of confidence when you're going in with guys like Cojanu, because you've sparred arguably better people.
Oh, without a doubt, you know, I've shared the ring with virtually all of them. There isn't a heavyweight out there I haven't shared a ring with, you know. I've been in with, yeah, to be fair, I've been with all of them. Like you said, I've sparred a lot better quality than Cojanu, but saying that, sparring and fighting is two different things, you know, with no head guard on. 10-ounce gloves, you're in there under them lights, it's a real deal then, isn't it?
As you've said, you've sparred with all of them. Just want to ask you, I know you think Tyson's the best out there. I think you'll find a lot of people agreeing with that.
Yeah.
If you had to do a top three, Tyson obviously number one, who's number 2 and 3 out of everyone you've been in with, either sparring or fighting?
That's a good one. Out of all of them I sparred, I'd probably go Tyson, Joshua, then who else have I sparred? Say Chisora probably.
Really?
Yeah, say Chisora because he gives you good. There again, Brian Jennings, he's good as well. So, do you know where he put me on the spot now?
It could be like the Olympics; they both get a bronze, you know.
Yeah, I've sparred them all. Yeah, sparred loads, to be fair.
You mentioned Chisora just while we're here. There's obviously another big fight taking place. We think this is the biggest bill, obviously, of the weekend as we're here. Yeah, we're covering it, so it must be. But there's another big build taking place in London, obviously, tomorrow night. Who do you fancy out of White and Chisora, and why?
I'm going to back Chisora because I've been in his camp about 2 weeks ago. I was up there for 2 weeks, to be fair, and in the A-Maker gym, and they've been pushing him really hard. You know, I've been sparring at Derek's camp 3 or 4 times, and for this one, you know, he's turned a corner. You know, he's picked up a gear with this. You know, he's really turned the tide. You know, if he's slacking, David's on his case. Not just David, his own trainer, Dom Charles, and he's definitely turned the tide in this. He's training really hard, and he's looking really well. It's the best I've seen him, to be fair. Without a doubt, you're going to see the best Chisora on Saturday.
Just coming back to you, if all goes well on Saturday night, what's the next kind of steps for you? They've talked about a Dubois fight. Do you want the British title, or once you've beaten a guy like Cojanu, who's kind of a fringe contender, is the next step a European level fight? What do you think?
Yeah, without a doubt. Obviously, first and foremost, got to get Saturday out of the way for, get the win, come back healthy, you know, injury-free, hopefully. Then looking forward to 2019, you know, I'd like to push for domestic titles such as the British. You know, Adric Gaybel, the European champion, that's a fight for me there. You know, if I get through Saturday night, I'm 15-0. So really, these are the fights I need now. Granted, I'm only 22 years of age, and there's a lot of way to go. But why not get that experience now? You know, I think I'm good enough. But obviously, first and foremost, Saturday is my main priority.
Brilliant. Well, we wish you the best of luck on Saturday and at the weigh-in. We hope you make weight.
Yeah, just a pound to go or something.
Brilliant. Thanks for your time.
Mate.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.